Will you please come and join me here, sir? This is it, Bo. I think you said to me yesterday, if you got here at this stage again tomorrow, which is now today, you'd be a happy man. Bo, if you're ready and happy, okay, fair enough. I remembered something at last. We'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you. European history are the cards I pick up. And on that subject, Bo, your 40 seconds starts now. Of what country was Alexander Kerensky Prime Minister before the October Revolution?
Russia.
Correct. Who was King of France at the time of the Revolution of 1789?
Louis XVI.
Correct. Which historical and modern region of France has Strasbourg as its capital?
Alsace.
Correct. In which year did the Yalta Conference take place?
1943.
No, 45. Of what Mediterranean island state was Dom Mintoff Prime Minister?
Malta.
Correct. Which city was the seat of the Austro-Hungarian Empire during the 19th century?
The Habsburg throne.
No, Vienna. Which European country was the former colonial power in Indonesia until 1949?
The Netherlands.
Correct. Which 20th century figure out of time? Not 4, but 3 in a row. It could be enough. Well done, Bo. John van Wormerskerken from the Netherlands. Will it be for you, sir, world literature, famous doctors, or science?
I'll try science, please.
You'll try science. John, I thought you'd say that because you are of a scientific bent, as we know, and we have found to our delight during the run of Going for Gold. John, let's put 40 seconds on the clock for you if you are now ready. There they go. I pick up the cards for science and tell you that that is your subject, John, and your 40 seconds start now. Which stimulant is common to both tea and coffee?
Caffeine.
Correct. What type of triangle is the subject of Pythagoras' theorem?
A right-angled triangle.
Correct. What phenomenon travels at a speed of roughly 300,000 kilometers per second?
Light.
Correct. Which synthetic material was developed by Wallace Carruthers in the 1930s?
Nylon.
Correct. 4 answers, 4 in a row. Eric, you've been in some tough ones before. Goodness, this is tough. Will it be famous doctors or world literature?
I'll try for the doctors.
Okay, you're going for the doctors.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric, you come and join me here, please.
I could need one myself now.
You could well need one. You and millions of people, right? Okay, let me explain to you, Eric. You need really 4 in a row to go through to the final with John, but 3 in a row and you'll be in a tiebreaker with Bo, okay? Let's put 40 seconds on the clock for Big Eric from Norway. He's picked famous doctors. He claims he needs one now. I don't believe a word of it. Eric, we're happy to have you here. Famous doctors is your subject, and your 40 seconds starts now. The Nazi Minister of Propaganda was Dr. Joseph
Goebbels.
Correct. The 1962 film Dr. No was the first appearance of which super spy?
Peter Sellers.
No, James Bond. Name the South African doctor who performed the world's first human heart transplant. Correct. Which doctor fought alongside the Earps at the OK Corral?
Holiday.
Correct. Who was the evil alter ego of Dr. Jekyll?
Mr. Hyde.
Correct. By what name was Francois Duvalier, the dictator of
Papa
Haiti?
Doc.
Correct. Well done, sir. Right, that's it for the moment. Goodness me. If only there was a break coming up. Bo Lindström from Sweden, I am very sorry that we've had to lose you, and I know the guys are delighted and happy that you were here as such a terrific contestant. Thank you for being with us on this series of Going for Gold. Hope wherever you are in the world you'll keep watching us. Ladies and gentlemen, you watching at home, I don't mind if you clap. We can't hear, but we'd be delighted if you did. But our studio audience here at the BBC in London will say, well done, Bo Lindström. Thank you, sir. The Netherlands are playing Norway. Look at these guys very well, because one of them is going to be this year's European television quiz champion, the champion on Going for Gold. They're all pointing at each other. I don't know who's going to win. How could I? John van Wormerskerken and Eric Matson, will you come and join me, please, in today's and this year's final of Going for Gold? Come on, guys. Right, so So for this year's final and going for gold, the Netherlands are playing Norway. It's between John van Wimmerskerken from the Netherlands. The first choice is going to be his in a moment because he got into our today's final of all finals first. And Erik Madsen from Norway. As I said, John, first choice yours. Let me look at the cards and I can tell you that the first category is writers. And there's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. John, on writers, will you play or pass?
I'll pass.
You'll pass writers. Over to you, Erik. It means that you have control of the game in the 4 zone. And reminding you guys that you need 9 points to win and may buzz in only when you have control of the game. The very best of luck to you both, guys. Writers is your subject, Erik, and your time starts now. I was born in 1828 and died in 1910. After attending university, I volunteered for the army and fought in the Crimean War. I am best known as one of the great Russian novelists, but I have also written pamphlets on social and religious themes. My most... Erik.
Leo Tolstoy.
That is the correct answer, sir. Okay. The first 2 points go to Norway. John, you're playing catch-up. The subject this time is activities, wherever or whatever they may be. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. Will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play. You take control of the game in the 4 zone, and on the subject of activities, your time starts now. I am a sport and an activity. Festivals of me have been held in some northern European cities, particularly Germany and Switzerland, since the 16th century. However, modern target versions of me date from the... Erik.
Archery.
Incorrect. That means, John, you take control of the game again. Time passes to you and it continues now. When the accuracy of firearms was improved, some events of me, John.
Riflery.
Riflery is correct. Riflery or shooting, that's the correct answer. Well done. 2 each. John, your choice again. Hollywood heroes. I should be so lucky. A clue on the screen for you watching at home. John, play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play, okay. I'm getting carried away here myself. Bear with me, guys. Hollywood heroes in the 4 zone is for you, John, and your time starts now. I was born in 1901 and died in 1960. The only son of an oil field worker, I became famous in the sound era of cinematic history. I appeared in several films with Jean Harlow and won an Oscar for Erik.
Clark Gable.
That's the correct answer. Well done in the 3 zone. You're getting close. You're getting close, Erik. You're 5 to John's 2. The subject this time is musical instruments. And John, there's a clue. A note on the screen for you watching at home. John, you're playing catch-up. Will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play, right. You take control in the 4 zone, where a correct answer would put you ahead of Erik. Let's see what happens. It's musical instruments. It's the 4 zone for John van Wimmerskerken from the Netherlands. And the time on musical instruments starts now. I am a stringed musical instrument. In fact, I am the generic term for a range of instruments whose strings are fastened across a frame without any projecting neck. My most famous player is undoubtedly Anton Karas, who composed the haunting... Erik?
Oh, that's the ukulele.
It isn't the ukulele. That's incorrect. It means you have...